So it's off screen. I have automated radio control units, and we have a lot of hard drives to go through.
Nice.
Oop, that was the wrong button. Wrong button. Let's try that one.
Are you feeling stuck? Are you lost? Is the entire world against you? Oh, and then let me finish. I was reading good.
Alright, you want to start from the bottom? We got a couple of these to get through.
I am fucking lagging my tits off. Are you standing in front of the man?
I am.
You're invisible.
What?
Oh, there you are. Oh, you're floating. That would be why. I'm a dummy. I'm like looking at the reticle on my map, being like, where the fuck is this guy?
Flexible framework or insulated crystal oscillator.
Well, a framework, versatile framework is one modular frame and 12 steel beams.
So, you take half of steel beams, and you need 8 rubber to make.
You have to put it in a manufacturer as well instead of an assembler.
And that's just space elevator thing, and we also have tons of those, I'm pretty sure. Or this, which now needs rubber and AI limiters instead of cable and reinforced second plate.
I don't really like either of them.
Yeah, I want to race again. Okay. So, what is this? Coal and quartz for quartz crystal, which is super easy to make. Because it's just quartz. Or electrode circuit board, which... Rubber, and I'm assuming this is coke. Yeah, so we'd have a use for the coke then, I guess. And just some rubber. Even though I'm mostly doing the silicone. But yeah, that could come in handy.
Let's do the circuit board.
Okay. Let's see. Hey, your diluted fuel's back.
Wait, we've scanned that many?
Oh yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, there's a lot. Like I said, I did a little bit off screen.
Yeah. I'd say
Water and heavy oil residue for fuel. It's not terrible.
I'd say just take it, just so it doesn't pop up again, because it's popped up like 4 or 5 times.
Let's see. I wish it would just keep me in here, but whatever. Fine black powder or tempered copper ingot? So I think the fine black powder, well, yeah, it's compact coal instead of regular coal, which is sulfur and coal. So I think it just saves on, like, what is this? 1 sulfur?
Yeah, just the ingots, I think, or re-roll. They're both pretty.
Yeah, let's re-roll. Bio coal?
Use quartz crystal and get rid of it. I never want to see it again.
We've only seen it twice and you're already done. Alright, steel rotor or turbo blend fuel.
Well, we have turbo fuel.
Oh yeah, that is something else I did off screen, was get turbo fuel research. Because it also took a hard drive, and I'm like, alright, fine, just get off my screen.
More efficient alternate to fuel can be used as in to generate power or package to be used for fuel for vehicles. What is the...
So the normal one is fuel and looks like
this one's
coke?
2000 MJ. The normal fuel is 750.
Yeah, and it's pretty insane. And I'm trying to see if that's coke. Is that coke? It's compacted coal. Okay. So this version takes, I think it said coke. Yes, this takes coke instead of compact coal, but also takes sulfur, heavy oil residue, and fuel instead of just fuel.
The only thing that I would need to add to over in the power is sulfur to make that.
And we could transport that in the train.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, all I would need to do is just, instead of having everything of the coke go to, like, the sink. I just have some of it going to making that, and I just need sulfur over here, and we can have a more efficient fuel source.
So you want that?
I think I'd prefer it over the steel rotors.
Yeah, steel rotors sound miserable. Alright. Next, coated iron plate or leached iron plate. I saw a couple of these leached ones, which they just need sulfuric acid. Which again, we can just have the sulfur be taken anywhere and make it sulfuric acid.
Hey, that's your bag, you know. If that's what you want, I don't really have much.
We got plenty of sulfur. I can overload that thing and make it a Mark II. So we have plenty of untapped sulfur. The thing's not getting used very much. Here we got copper alloy or iron alloy. Ah, thank you, hard drive.
I do not know.
You can rescan.
There's too many recipes for me to be able to, like, genuinely be like, oh, you know what, that one sounds great.
Oh, these are literally just for copper ingots with iron ore and copper ore, or iron ingots with copper ore and iron ore.
Why? Oh, why?
Which I don't care about either. I'm being honest.
Let's do the copper alloy ingot. I don't want to see any more copper recipes.
Rigger motor, deuterium circuit board. This one's interesting because it overall takes less stators and rotors, but also takes a crystal oscillator, and it needs to be produced in the manufacturer. But it makes 6 motors over 1, so that usually takes 2 rotors and 2 stators for 1 motor. Here it takes 3 of each for 6 motors, but also takes a crystal oscillator. So
we have 2 different versions of the circuit board recipe.
I think we have 3 now.
That would be the final one, yeah.
So and we can just get
2 that we have are, they're all just like, I'll throw it in an assembler. It's either 11 copper sheets and 11 silica, or 4 rubber and 8 petroleum coke.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I mean, at this point, I feel like that circuit board is probably the most easiest one to get. We don't use quick wire for fucking anything.
Well, not much at least.
Like, out of the things that I'm building or assembling, I've maybe used it in like 2 builds. So
I think it was used for the control units, radio control units, but not much. With still plenty of deuterium. So I'm fine with this.
Yeah,
Either one's fine.
I think that we take the circuit board one and then never have another circuit board recipe.
We'll never see that thing again. Aluminum rod or steel frame.
No rod.
Yeah, that makes a lot of rods. 2.5 a minute and 1 to 7. That's not bad.
Yeah, be good for those later factories.
Quartz purification. That one's interesting. Because that introduces a new thing, dissolved silica, which I believe we can make silica and water from that. But I think, what does this need? So it needs nitric acid. So I don't know.
Yeah, just
Very interesting.
the reroll or the plastic, I reckon. Act steel.
What is this? So 2 iron and 1 copper, or not copper. Goodness, compacted coal. I see. Someone needs sulfur for this, but it makes 4. Sure, why not? Alright, we no longer have a scroll. So this just straight up makes polymer resin, which I don't think we have a straight up polymer resin, and then some heavy oil residue.
We have a bunch of it being made through these ones that are making packaged fuel. They output polymer resin as a byproduct. I've literally been thinking it, so.
Okay. Or the molded steel where we, let's see, so 3 to 2 or 5 to 5 with some concrete. That's not bad.
You get 2 more for 3 concrete.
And concrete's pretty easy.
More steel. Yeah, it's really easy.
Sure, let's do that. Cheap silica's back, and recycled rubber's back.
roll.
And there's iron alloy, and we get biocoal again.
I guess take the biocoal. I don't want to really see that one again.
Alright. Use quick wire or automated speed wiring. Or we can rescan. Like, this isn't terrible. So instead of 1 to 5, it's 1 to 12 of some copper.
Automated wiring is made with 1 stator and 20 cables for 1. That's 2 stators, 40 wire, which is
20 cables.
That wire is equivalent to the amount of cable that goes in to make it. What's the third thing there?
That is a high-speed connector.
Oh.
So, of course, we're making 4 instead of 1. That's a huge part of this.
Yeah, and like it's only 1 more stator, and it's the exact same equivalent in wire that it is for cable. It's just wire not made into cable.
And then what you need is high-speed connectors.
Is the high-speed connector very expensive?
Quick wire, cable, and circuit board. So not terrible.
Okay, so in reality, it's actually 60 wire. Fucking damn well 60 quick wire, and then is that a circuit board attached to that?
Circuit board. 1 circuit board. This is an elevator project.
Do we need those actively?
The high-speed connectors?
Or the automated speed wiring? Do we need that?
So we don't need them actively, because like I said, they're only an elevator project. So they'll be used to make something bigger in the but only for the elevator.
Yeah, then maybe take the...
Or we can rescan.
Yeah. I like the rescan here then.
Okay. The rigger motor's back. Silicon high-speed connector. So that takes silica instead of cable, an extra circuit board, and slightly more quick wire, but it produces 2 instead of 1. But it's a lower production rate by 0.75, which is a nicer number because it's just flat 3.
Yeah, I like that one.
Alright. Wet concrete. Copper rubber.
I don't really want to see the wet concrete.
Yeah, wet concrete's not bad either. If we just have some water nearby, we can just get more output. Steel cast plate or the leached copper ingot?
No, steel cast plate.
It's like, what does that normally need? It normally needs 3 iron for 2, and this is 1 iron, 1 steel for 3. Yep. Did a pure copper ingot or automated miner? Which I found out the automated miner just means we can automate it, because we can't automate them right now. This makes it automated, but it takes steel pipes, and I don't know if we really want to automate that. So
yeah, I don't actively think that the miners are something we need to automate.
But pure copper, I mean, some water, make some more copper. Not bad.
Yeah, that's pretty fair. 6 for 15. That's pretty solid.
And then aluminum beam, which I found that very interesting. 3 aluminum for 3 steel beams.
What is our... How do we make aluminum?
Aluminum's all that, like, the silica crap. Not silica, but yeah, silica was involved. And then the aluminum scrap and all that. Like the bauxite stuff that we did.
Don't you have an aluminum thing set up over by Satan's Last Stop?
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go take a look at it. Maybe...
There's a ton of aluminum being made. We can split some off for steel beams if we want.
If you're thinking that aluminum ingot's value, we can.
We are making so much aluminum. This is fine. We have I think we have the aluminum iron rods now too. So.
Yeah, I wouldn't hate having more steel beams though either.
Sounds good. And then the last one. Elastic battery or leached deuterium ingot?
How do we do batteries?
So the normal recipe is 2.5 things of, what is that? Sulfuric acid, and then 2 things of the whatever makes the
alumina solution.
Yeah, alumina solution, and then the 1 aluminum casing for battery and water. Or we just have straight sulfur, the aluminum sheets, plastic, and wire for 4 batteries.
I like more batteries for
this. And I feel like, yeah, not having to deal with the liquids is a little bit better here.
Yeah, you just throw a bunch of shit in a manufacturer and have...
We just need plastic, which is not... it's just 8 plastic. It's not terrible.
Wait, do the batteries have more charge overall than the 6,000 MJ? Okay, so the turbo fuel is actually more efficient than the batteries. Okay. Yeah, I like the batteries.
But we'll need batteries anyway, so. Alright, that's it.
Alright. So...
And we have what we need for drones. We have enough for that. So we can go ahead and research that. I think the next steps are we need supercomputers and batteries automated.
Oh, it's a great thing we just got some new alternative recipes for batteries.
Yep. So I got the radio control units. I don't know if I have anything else. Open the hub. Oh yeah, I do have the aluminum casing, of course. Or the sheets, not the casing. Where is the casing? Motors. Alright, drones are ours.
Milestone reached. Drones provide automated low-capacity aerial transport between drone stations. Stations need to be supplied with any kind of fuel for the drones to function. Fixit had several restrictions in place prohibiting creative use of drones. I have since removed those because I think no pioneer would ever misuse Fixit property right under their noses. Especially since everything is recorded.
Oh yeah, and I guess there's turbo fuel now if you'd rather automate that.
Yeah, I was thinking about, because I just only have a couple of things I would have to do to add to be sending back packaged turbo fuel. Like, I'm already actively making the canisters, and if we're making turbo fuel over normal fuel, I feel like that's just more useful.
Okay. So you want me to set up sulfur? Like you getting sulfur over there? I can do that.
Is that what I need? Let me check.
If you want that alternate recipe, I'm pretty sure it was sulfur, right? Or is that something else?
Yeah, there's a turbo fuel blend of... What is this? This is heavy oil residue fuel, sulfur, and petroleum coke. I actively have the coke.
Yeah.
I just need to... Okay. What do I need to put those in? This one's going in a blender. I've never used one of those.
Yeah, those are new. That's like a manufacturer, but it can handle 2 liquid inputs and has, I think, a liquid output.
Blends fluids together, combines them with solid parts in a wide variety of production. Head lift 10 meters allows fluid to be transported upwards 10 meters. This conveyor belt pipeline. No, so okay, so we'll do 3 of those on the to-do list. We get some more motors.
Okay. So you do want the sulfur then?
Yes, please.
Okay, I'll get that set up. Just wait for the train to go open here. So I don't mess it up.
High-speed connectors.
Transport.
What do those look like? Circuit board.
I guess I'd drone it over to you if you want to use new stuff.
Yeah, fuck the trains.
So I was like, oh yeah, we did just unlock this thing. And that way I don't have to worry about making some one off, because I already grabbed stuff from there and I don't want to split it off. So yeah, what I need is radio control units. 50 should be good enough. Support needs 10, the regular needs 1. Motors, I have that, I have that. I need a portable miner for these things? That's weird, but okay. I mean, you should need more than one drone. That should be fine.
No, I'll try to, when I go over there to set up platforms, I'll put down a thing for it. And like a couple
I don't know how big it is, honestly. I don't think it's that big, but...
I guess we'll find out.
I was gonna say we need a fuel, but I guess you have a lot of fuel over there, so that's not actually an issue.
Yeah, the fuel's not really the worst part, at least for now. We're still actively using the car to move to help move stuff from here.
Yeah, the truck is still doing the oil, like, the plastic and everything. I don't even remember what the train grabs, if I'm being honest.
I think the aluminum for sure.
Well, yeah, but I mean, like, over your oil area.
It's bringing back fabric, rubber.
That's right, fabric. Let's bring back fabric on the train. But I think the truck is taking rubber, plastic, and packaged fuel.
The fabric is actively backed up, so.
Oh, yeah.
I have no idea where to put these platforms.
Put them, like, on the left or right of the train, if you want. Let's see how big you are. Yeah, it's not that big. Put it up here, I guess. Surface too uneven. The doggo. Oh. You're one of ours. Your name is Noblisk. I don't know why your name would be Noblisk, but I guess your name's Noblisk. Someone was mean to you, but you gave me staters, so you're cool. Alright, give me the... Not that. Nice. Alright, sulfur.
Builder, production, blender, put it in an ass blender. Alright, here we get turbo. It's so weird.
He's so quick.
Do we care if we have packaged fuel at all anymore?
If we have turbo fuel, I'd say probably not.
Come on, let's break some of these circuits. Okay, fuel needs to go out of the packager, and then I need heavy oil residue. When you're making petroleum coke with your heavy oil residue, I'm like, there's a huge part of me that doesn't even want to fuck with any of this. But at the same time, I also want it fucking gone.
Do what your heart desires. You will have plenty of sulfur to work with. There's an outgoing and there's an ingoing, or incoming. Okay, so that's cool. So the drone can take batteries, packaged fuel, or packaged turbo fuel, or rocket fuel, or ionized fuel, or uranium fuel rods, or plutonium fuel rods. But it can take packaged fuel and packaged turbo fuel. So you're good on those.
You, Mr. Refinery. And you're coming with me, Mr. Pipeline.
So that should be good.
I'm gonna need to add another pump to this because there's no way that that's getting all the way up here. Yeah, that shit has to go so far. Okay, power, logistics. Pump. Overlapping on what?
Have you decided a spot where you want the drone port?
Somewhere up here.
It's not terribly big, but I don't know if there's...
I might move. I'm probably gonna move these blenders back. So
Yeah, so
maybe
here's how big it is if you want a reference.
here, well, then I'll just put one of these down and give it its own spot. This hover thing, it's been so much easier to try to get these in place.
Yeah, it actually looks, it's actually straight. Look at that. It's like back here.
Yeah, just maybe as close as you can to the corner here.
Oh, the corner.
Yeah, about there is good.
Cool beans.
Okay, do I have enough oil in here? How come I don't have any oil in here? I need more fucking pumps, man. I feel like I should maybe even do... Like here,
Yeah, you don't
just
have a
make-
lot of heavy oil residue.
Let's just make... That's what I mean. I'm thinking I might just, like... get this one off of the petroleum coke. Just have one producing and two pushing out heavy oil residue.
Let's see how much you need. You need 30 a minute. This produced what, like 10? Okay, so they produce 20. You need 30 for each, so you'll want 3 of them giving you heavy oil residue.
And I have nothing making petroleum coke then, because I only had 3 making coke. Alright, no, I have 6 making coke. What am I talking about? I clearly have just not even paid attention to my own factory.
It's been a hot day or two since you've been around.
So this one's making rubber. The rubber's going there, and then the coke was here. That's fine though. Do you think I should do a merger in the pipes and
Yeah,
Just
probably. Because there's not
Uh,
much going through it. There's not a lot of heavy ore residue, so I don't think merging is going to cause any issues.
Well, that's kind of what I was thinking. Is just like, oh, it might be better just to have a full pipe rather than 2 pipes that aren't full at all.
Yeah. And then it'll save you on having to deal with the pump so much.
Yeah.
Not good. You use the correct way of putting it in. Go by going in first. You've learned well.
This one is... Okay. I'm gonna probably need to put pipes on these. Pumps on those.
It's just automatically named Mexico City. What the heck?
Just
should be good to go once it has fuel. I think I set it up correctly. We'll see. Meanwhile, I'm gonna go automate supercomputers because those are very important.
I hate when I double tap space and then I just start like fucking floating off without my own fucking direction of it.
But I love the hoverpad.
Conveyor belts.
Hoverpack too good, can't be mad.
I'm not mad at it, it's just like I'm spamming C, like I want to stop.
Supercomputer. You're gonna be a nightmare, aren't you? Yep. Okay. Oh, there's a slug up here this whole time. Yoink. Copper over there if we want it. Untapped copper. Supercomputer. Okay.
Okay. So, heavy oil residue, sulfur, and fuel. Okay, where is my fuel? My fuel is going into these packagers. I reckon 2 of you could fucking stop that. Yeah, boy.
Yeah, boy. What?
Yeah, I will be in a minute here. I'm just not really super packaged. Yeah, I can if you want me to.
Stop. All the crazy don't tonight. There you are, smart splitter. Some more plastic in where I want it to be.
Wait, hello?
Hello.
Sorry, I was chatting with my mom, forgot to unmute. Where is the sulfur coming from exactly? And like, where's the
drone
input?
port.
Okay.
There should only be one output in the drone port. I think there's a fuel on the left, and then there should be an input, and then the output should be on the very right, I think.
Okay. As it stands right now, I think everything's hooked up besides the sulfur, just because I don't have any here right now. Like, it is actively hooked up, it's just not, don't have any. So I'm gonna put some packaged fuel in the fuel thing.
Yeah, it just needs enough to make a round trip.
And see if that will do anything.
Should.
And I'm gonna need some. This one's not full. My fuel is very empty. Why is that? It's 50 in that one. Oh, it's backing up, that's why. Brain. Okay, so that's the fuel input, and I want it to be using turbo fuel. So that merger, this one needs a splitter. And that splitter's putting. Okay, so once the drone comes back with sulfur, things should be making. the drone actively flying already? Oh, it is. I see it on the map.
Yep. It's already at the sulfur area. Oh, so that's not done. Nice speed. Essentially 6.
Happy Felipe Day.
Happy Felipe Day. This bird.
Actively waiting on sulfur. Where's the drone? There's the drone. Here it comes. Okay. Okay. It's happening. Everybody calm down.
It's happening. It's working.
Everyone calm the fuck down. It's happening. It's fucking happening.
Oh, it's already over there. Goodness.
Alright, when you touch down, I'm gonna see sulfur go out of there.
That's right, that's right, that's right.
I'm not seeing any sulfur go out.
What?
Oh, there we go.
Oh, okay. I'll be really upset because, like, I know that other station had sulfur in it. I definitely checked that.
Right, sulfur's going down. And it's getting distributed. And we're constructing turbo fuel.
Nice.
And the turbo fuel is moving into the packagers.
Nice.
Holy shit, it's fucking packaging. Holy shit, holy shit, holy shit. We've officially got one turbo fuel in the...
Oh, there it goes.
Alright. We officially have... We still have packaged fuel. I left one up because I didn't want to completely get rid of that, considering I also didn't want to replace it for the truck station. And that's basically where the packaged fuel is going to, is the truck fuel.
Yeah.
But I didn't think that I don't really want to get rid of a complete fuel source just to upgrade to a different one. I don't think there's any like harm in having a bit of packaged fuel around.
That's completely fair.
Surplus, baby.
Slow down inventory.
Alright. What else do we have to do? Batteries and shit?
Yep, we need batteries.
I don't know where the fuck I would have put anything more. That's my thing at this point. Like, yeah, I have all of this space, but yet there is no space here.
Well, you don't have to do batteries there. You can do it somewhere else if you'd rather.
I like adding to the chaos over here.
If you want to do it over there, what you can do is you can put it into the drone port, and we can have a drone port over here, and that stops over here to deliver that, and then it keeps going to get more sulfur, if you want to do it that way.
Batteries and fuel.
Batteries. You.
Okay, and battery. So, sulfur.
Thing to put there, yeah. We get that one. No, we didn't. That's so much cookware. This is just more annoying. We'll just keep it at 3. 880.
Really, the only thing actually actively like impairing me from building the batteries is the idea of having to find somewhere to put those platforms down again. It's like it gets so out of hand so quickly.
It really does.
Like it's like, yeah, I'd love to have a nice little organized like flat land to be able to put everything on, and then as soon as I have an organized flat land, I'm like, fuck, I don't have enough room for anything.
That's kind of why I made like a little second story over by the aluminum production, just because like, yeah, I'll just go up. Never hurt me before.
No, literally, that's exactly what it is. It's like, oh, I have so much shit in front of me. Oh, you know what? Straight up, genius. That's literally why I have, like, this elevator conveyor spaghetti. Is I'm like, you know what? Elevator.
We have a space elevator for a reason. Let's have a conveyor elevator now.
No, actually, though, because the conveyor elevator actually goes higher than literally all of the smelters and shit. So it's just like I'm sitting here just watching, like, plastic get it fucking launched off into the abyss. Alright, what's our...
Merge it all together.
Let's actually try some of this turbo fuel in jetpack. Jetpack, turbo fuel. How long does this shit last? Oh, you go like really high, hardly touching it.
Oh, nice.
Like you get, oh, like it's like I have like an 18-foot vertical right now by tapping it.
That's some turbo.
No, you're actually getting like serious fucking height. I didn't even use a whole canister yet, and I'm like way above everything.
That's a good sign. We like that.
This shit is efficient. It burns quickly, but like holy, you go high the fuck up. Like it's literally like one tap from it is like a double jump from the space runners, or what are they called? The legs we have on. Yeah, the Blade Runners. The jump from that, and it's like doing that twice by just hitting it like 2 times.
That's pretty nuts, yeah.
It's fucking actually crazy. I like being able to hover, don't get me wrong, but like the vertical on that is crazy. Yes, baby.
Where'd it go?
You got me like a sage man.
Oh, base 12. Nice. I'm making refineries instead of smelters.
Oh. Not iron plates.
Nice copper sheets. These are so takes so much less power. I don't need that bad.
Maybe just back up the... Oh, never mind. Fair enough. God damn.
Watching me miss all that.
I was like, maybe just back up the splitter. It'll be easier to get in. Nope.
No! It'll stay right there!
What the fuck, man? My solution would be like, oh yeah, just back it up a little bit. Your solution would be like, oh yeah, revert it through the rock. Like, who hurt you, dog?
Like a conveyor belt. Back when you couldn't move them through each other. Back in the dark ages of Satisfactory where conveyor belts could not overlap each other. Yeah. No more of that. I am taking full advantage of the beautiful artwork I've been given.
Where are our iron plates? My stupid iron rods, iron plates.
They'd be on like one of the bottom rows.
Got them now, though.
Okay, so that's quick wire done. And we get 70 silicon, 75 silicon. I bet she makes silicon. That's the same rate I needed. Well, how about that? What's crystallis? Oops. Photo mode. Of aluminum. Wow. Sheets from here. Silica's done. Damage state. 3 circuit boards, so 6 circuit boards. So many options. I can put a stick over here. A quick wire over here. I'm making silica over here.
Want to get out and go to the freaking bathroom again.
Sorry.
Why is my life such a prison? Just to drink water, to pee more again? Like, fucking kill me dead.
You're getting all the nutrients out of it though, and you're just discarding the rest.
You live and then you die, and the only thing that is certain is you're gonna piss 18 times if you drink that water. This fucking planet is a prison.
This is the life. It's so slow.
When does the new Dota character come out?
When Act 4 comes out, which, as of
We're not
right now,
sure
it's
yet.
set to come out November 1st, but it was also set to come out September like 23rd, and it got changed to November 1st when the September 23rd day came along. So that's all we know.
To be fair, Ice Frog has just been making the fuck out of Deadlock.
Oh yeah, Deadlock gets an update like twice a day. It feels.
Dude, they did you see their anti-cheat that they put in? The loose anti-cheat?
No, I didn't.
Okay, so how it works, right, is if the game detects that you are cheating via aimbot scripting, whatever they determine to be cheating, your opponents, who are not cheating, have a opportunity to click a button, and that button either permanently bans you at the very beginning of the match, or it turns you into a frog for the remainder of the match, and then you get banned at the end of the match. So you get turned into a lion frog in a third-person shooter, and the only thing you can do is hop around.
That's pretty good.
It's actually really fucking funny. I haven't seen it in action, but I've seen videos of it, and I thought it was really funny.
That's totally what I would go for every time. It's like, no, you're gonna suffer in this game.
No, literally. And I hope that I actually genuinely hope that that bit of it is a permanent feature, that they give us the fun of making fun of cheaters, being able to ridicule them within the game. That gives people power, and it definitely gives them incentive to be like, okay, maybe I won't cheat. I don't want to be a frog.
It's really easy to translate to Dota as well. You just have them be hexed into a frog the whole game.
And dude, all of the fucking items and shit in that game, like majority of them, even though they're related to like, you know, a shooter and whatnot, and some of them are quite literally just items to make you reload faster, there are so many things in there that I'm like, this is just Rada Atos. This is just refresher orb. This is just mechanism. Like it's literally just like Ice Frog's like, okay, let's take all the items out of Dota that we can and put them in this game real quick. And it's literally exactly like that. Like in all of the abilities and stuff, like they just added a new character, Mirage. He has Invoker Tornado.
Oh.
Like that's how the game has been going for me. It's just been me being like, oh, this is just this from Dota. This is just this from Dota. This is just this from Dota. And then going into the build guides and being like, why are there so many leaked terms in this? Literally not even made by the, like, you traitors! Go play Valorant!
Traitors.
Like, it's such a fun little game, but like, it's actually ass and hard and awful, but I guess so is Dota, so.
No.
It could never be.
No.
And battery. Manufacturers.
13.2 silica.
Of course, I'm out of cables.
No.
I don't know though. I see that game probably dying down after the full release comes out, like how they did for Dota 2. You know, they dropped the beta like early, had the international, and before they even gave us the actual finished product, air quotes. So I see that sort of idea happening for that game for a good little while, and then eventually, I think maybe like 2 years from now, it'll probably die down into like a diehard community.
Yeah, probably.
Definitely not a casual game. Like after playing it enough, it is not a casual game. Like you actively need to be playing it, or you are going to be shit.
Yeah, I did a little bit of single player, and I was just like, I know the bots aren't like, they haven't been made to be anything like the humans or anything. I was like, I don't know. This does not feel any fun without playing with friends or something.
And it can be if that's like your your vice. Like, I loved playing Overwatch even by myself, so like I'm actively like, oh, you know what? This is great. I can play this alone.
Sure.
But I agree, it is so much better with friends, but the issue with it is it's one of those games that is so tilt-inducing. Like, it is so possible to just absolutely get completely and overly overwhelmed and frustrated and... Yeah. Like, I've had all of my friends who play shooters actively try it, and most of them were like, yeah, it's fun, I don't know if I'll actively pursue it, though. Which, like, I get. I wouldn't want to fucking... You know, I'm probably gonna play that game casually, if anything. And my version of casual is, like, I already know what half of the items do. So, like, I don't know how casual it actually is. Like, I'm sitting here like, oh, if this is gonna be like Dota, I better start reading the item shop and figuring out what the fuck things do. Because if I don't, like, I'm, you know, fucking hooped.
Yeah, I've literally just been, oh, what's the main guide? Okay, there's that. And then once I get to, like, once I bought all those, I'm like, okay, now that I'm dead, let me look through some of these and what looks nice. Oh, more headshot damage when I'm playing some kind of ranged dude. I'm like, yeah, sure, why not?
Yeah, there's just like a couple little bits and pieces too, and there's just so many items that don't get put into the guides that are actually like, oh, I need Monkey King Bar to hit Wind Ranger, and it's like, okay, you take that active learning into a game like that, and you're like, you have to find an equivalent to be able to, you know, and none of those are actively in any of the guides.
Right.
Like, they don't tell you, like, oh, if you're getting absolutely decimated by haze, by metal skin that turns, like, makes you immune to bullet damage, so that way when she pops her little Reaper ult and starts spinning on your ass, you're not fucking dead. Or by debuff cooldown, or debuff reducer when you get hooked by Beatbob. Like, it's just so...
Not intuitive.
No, it's really not. And, like, you...
But neither
like,
is
that's
Dota, so we're not really that surprised.
That's kind of what I mean, so I'm not really, like, daunted by the learning curve, but it's more just like, I know that I won't actively be able to get my friends to play this for long if I don't get them, like, on it now, you know? Like, if I don't get them in it before it gets too hard and the player base gets too sweaty, it's not going to be a game that's going to be played for us much in the future.
Yeah, but even if it gets too sweaty, and that already kind of loses my interest too. I'm like, I'm not here for crazy, insane games all the time where everyone's super try-hard. I'm like, that's not me.
No, and I wouldn't expect that out of you, just because the fact is it's a shooter. Even if it has mobile elements, I'm quite certain shooters aren't necessarily your thing. Like, you'll definitely try them. You played fucking 7 Days to Die and, like, Sea of Thieves and shit, but you aren't actively like, oh, you know what, I need to play Counter-Strike and Overwatch.
I think my biggest shooter would be Halo, and that doesn't really...
Yeah, that's very much arcade vintage.
Yeah.
So I can't really blame you on that one either.
Is what is, but yeah, like I said, I haven't tried it with friends yet, but I played single player versus bots, and that's been its own interest.
Definitely has, like, merit. The game is actually, like, when things aren't super sweaty, I've had some really fun games playing that.
Yeah,
like, definitely has potential, and, like, Ice Frog is a great dev, I reckon.
Yes.
Like, there's definitely shittier devs.
There's definitely... Not looking at EA or anything, but...
Ubisoft? Like,
Ubisoft, yeah.
Looking directly at you, motherfuckers. I hate EA games, too. Like, all of those... Like, Activision, even, too. Like, I'm not trying to shit on, you know, my roots or where I've come from. And I played
a lot of Activision when I was growing up, yeah.
That's what I mean. It was the GOAT back in the day, and now we go in, and I'm like, I'm not buying an anime pack for a gun that I'm gonna use for 2 weeks just for you to nerf it. Like, I'm not doing that.
Of course, my Activision games were some of those like, older Spider-Man games. Very old Spider-Man games. I don't remember their exact. I don't know if they had an actual name other than Spider-Man, because
there was a couple I remember on the GameCube that I had when I was a kid. I think it was Spider-Man 1 and 2 or some shit. I don't fully remember, but I think that was developed by Activision.
Probably. It seemed to do a lot of the early Spider-Man stuff.
Which, I mean, like...
Did it do anyone other than was Spider-Man the only like guy that was getting games as far as Marvel back then? I don't remember anything other than Spider-Man.
Well, like, during the GameCube era, I reckon, because the only thing that I could think of for, like, Batman is, like, the Arkham Knight games.
Yeah, there's, like, Batman stuff, too, but, like, I don't remember... Like, Marvel, I don't remember there being, like, an Iron Man game, and I don't remember there being, like, a Superman game. Like, there's, like, I think there's... The only game I've noticed... I think there's a new Iron Man game coming out now, and like I don't know if there's ever been an Iron Man game, but that Iron Man game sounds really fun.
Like I think it's within the last like surge of Marvel stuff and like their marketing for you know, merchandising and whatnot. I think that within that bit we've seen like the Lego Avengers games and like but yeah, up until you make a good point, up until like GameCube era, I only ever remember seeing like Spider-Man games, and that was like actively when Tobey Maguire was Spider-Man, and there was one Spider-Man, and there was like just one guy doing one Spider-Man, and there wasn't any of this multiverse. Have you seen Deadpool and Wolverine yet?
I have, yeah.
I didn't like that movie.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of people had, or not a lot. I know there's definitely been some. I have some like one or two guys in my friend group that had some issues. I think it was mostly Logan being the anchor being, and also the timeline being like, what the heck's going on? Logan's like supposed to be in the future, and this is now back in the past.
It's like that shit low-key did piss me off, but what bothered me is just how over the top the movie felt. Like there wasn't like, it actively felt like Ryan Reynolds was like, all right, we're going out with a bang and nothing else, and like that was the whole movie. You know, it was just Deadpool gimmick after Deadpool gimmick after Deadpool gimmick, rather than just, like, being meta and funny like the first one.
Yeah.
The first one, like, in terms of Marvel movies, not a huge fan. But what I do like about specific Marvel movies is if I can go into a Marvel movie and I have no direct prerequisite, hey, I have to watch these 4 films before I can watch this one. So my favorite Marvel movies always take that into consideration, and I think the 3 best Marvel movies are the original Deadpool, Guardians of the Galaxy, and Doctor Strange, because you don't actively need to watch anything else to watch them.
True.
And those 3 movies all have different reasons why they're great and fun and awesome. But Deadpool was fun because it was like, oh, it's meta, and we're breaking the 4th wall, and we've never seen this kind of thing before. And then they just did it over and over and over and over, and now I'm like, okay, you're beating a dead horse with a sledgehammer. Like, we get it, you know? It's a bit much. Like, I don't know. And also, like, I'm sitting there watching it with Lindsay, and she's like, oh, yeah, the GDA or whatever the fuck they are, the people who are paying attention to the time, oh, that's all Loki. I'm like, I'm not watching the fucking TV series to watch a Deadpool movie. Like, that's what is pissing... Like, I get the idea, and that some people love that, but, like, I'm not actively trying to get into all of the lore for every superhero to watch a movie where every single fight scene looks like every other fight scene in the MCU. Like, I watched Gambit throw around cards and, like, watch Wolverine stick his claws in people for, like, an hour and a half and wasn't impressed by any of it. Why is that? You know, like, that's so silly. I'm literally watching Hugh Jackman run around with my name, killing a bunch of people, gory as all fuck. And why am I bored? Why am I actively just like, oh, snooze fest, snooze fest? Like, I don't know what it is. I think, like, the action scenes low-key kind of sucked. There was some fun bits, like, you know, Chris Hemsworth showing up and we're like, oh my god, it's Captain America. And then he flames on. Funny as hell.
That was good. And it's Chris
Funny
Evans.
as hell. Yeah. My bad. Still.
Yeah, no, that was really
I thought
funny.
that was really, really funny. And considering the fact that they are, like, you know, actively recasting these roles, like, we're getting another Human Torch and Joseph Quinn.
Yeah.
And, like, that's one of the things that I hate most about MCU, is that every single character has, like, a fraternity of actors that belong to, oh, I've played that character, oh, I've played that character. Like, there's been, like, 9 Batmans! Like, grow up! Why do we need so many Batmans? Why can't it just be Ben Affleck? Explain it to me. Like, genuinely explain it to me. Why has there been 3 separate Spider-Mans when Tobey Maguire was literally born for the role, and then you gave us the greatness that was Andrew Garfield, and then go, oh, you know what? All of these actually suck. Tom Holland was born for the role. Like, I'm not saying Tom Holland is a bad Spider-Man, but, like, dude, why didn't we just have Tobey Maguire for, like, this many years? Instead, you rebooted the series, like, 3 times. Like, what?
I don't remember what, because I know they had a Spider-Man 4 plan for Tobey Maguire to set like Vulture in it. I don't remember why that didn't come through.
I think it's because Tobey was losing his shit in the...
I think
like,
that was part of it, yeah. But I thought there was
like,
something else.
That shit I get, sure, but ultimately, like, I'm just so tired of going into, like, hearing about an MCU movie and then them being like, oh yeah, by the way, they've recast everybody from the last one. Like, that's crazy to me.
I think one of the funnier ones was when they recast Colonel Rhodes, because the first actor was upset that he wasn't getting paid as much as RDJ in the second film, and he wanted to raise, and they're like, nah. Because of course he's not RDJ. He's not the main character. He's not going to get paid as much.
No, and literally, like, there's so many of those that were just like that's what I also mean too. There's only ever been one Iron Man. Explain to me why there hasn't been 3 recastings of Iron Man. But we've recast Batman and fucking Superman a million times and Spider-Man and, like, oh, there's only one Blade though. Don't forget that. Only one Blade. Only 2 Blade movies, by the way.
Only one Deadpool, only one Wolverine.
Yeah, I'll give
well,
them
technically
that.
there was like a second Wolverine in the Deadpool Wolverine, but I don't know if we can really count that since it was Henry Cavill for like 10 seconds.
Yeah, and, like, still though, like, that one was haha funny in the name of the, like, that shit is, like, I can get it as a joke, but it's when they're actively like, oh, you know what, we're making this, that, and oh, now we're gonna redo this series. Like, it's just
yeah, DC unfortunately just kind of fell apart before they were going, because I liked Wonder Woman, and, like, the first Aquaman was really fun to watch too, and I didn't mind, like, the Snyder's cut for Justice League and that stuff, but
I don't mind any of those either, but it's just so, like, it adds to the superhero fatigue so much.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many superhero films where, like, if I was a kid, yeah, this is awesome. Oh, Felipe's here. Give me Steel Fight. Steel Fight. But it's, like, I actively am so fatigued by superheroes over the last, like, 20 years. Like, I don't think I have lived a year of my life where a superhero movie hasn't come out.
Maybe 2020.
Even then, I'm pretty sure I'd be able to find one. She-Hulk came out during COVID.
Wasn't that...
Like, there were...
That was later, though. Wasn't that? I feel like that was, like, 2022.
Loki Season 1 came out 2021. Like, you know what
That
I mean?
was
Like,
good.
they're active. They ain't fucking watching it. I'm not, like, I don't care, you know?
The second season I can understand. Second season I kind of fell asleep multiple times. The first season was a lot of fun.
Like, I just don't care, you know?
Yeah. No, I get it.
Like, it's just so much. There's so much there. Like, Loki's an interesting character, but, like, my friend Echo's really into the MCU, and he fucking is always telling me about, like, this, that, or the other thing that's coming out. And, like, I just don't understand, like, how to get excited for this shit when I go and watch, like, The Boys, and then they're actively satirizing, like, the MCU within their own superhero universe. Like, and I have to go from watching that to watching Iron Man and being able to take it seriously. No, not a chance. Not a chance I'm gonna do that. I'm not taking that shit seriously at all.
Yeah, it's just the way it is. I like it because I'm into that stuff. But no, I get it for someone who's not like fully into something like that and just kind of wants to go in, kind of brain off, watch it, that stuff.
And, like, that's cool. And, you know, my mom loves those movies, low-key. But I've also sat there and watched her watch Hallmark movies till the cows come home, and, like, with zero substance in them. Like, she is single-handedly keeping Bruce Willis's career alive with those garbage movies he's been producing, because she is the only one watching them. Like, there is just, like, I love my mother. She's amazing. She, you know, gave me life and is taking care of me throughout it. But she has garbage taste when it comes to movies. And she loves the MCU, so that's all I think I need to say. I appreciate, like, how they've stepped it up since the Avengers. Like, because I would, like, when Hulk beat the shit out of Loki, all I ever really wanted as a kid was to watch Loki's spine, like, shoot out of his head like it was Mortal Kombat, because he's got Hulk strength, you know? Something crazy like that should be happening. And they finally start to kind of go more in that direction with this newer MCU that's, like, a bit more unhinged. But, like, I'm not 11 anymore.
Yeah.
I'm not 11 anymore. I don't care.
It's too late.
It literally is too late. And, like, if I had kids, it would probably be goated. Don't get me wrong. I'd probably love the MCU if, you know, I had a kid to watch every episode of everything with. But, like...
Well, there you go. That's all you need, then. Just get one of those, and you'll be like...
Seth, the bloodline ends with me. I am not reproducing. That is terrifying, dog. I can't actively take care of myself. I'm not actively going to take care of a baby. Get out of here.
Well, not now.
I didn't get out of bed until like 6 in the afternoon today. I am not taking care of a child. Like, there are girls I went to school with that are actively getting married and having kids. Like, the girl I lost my virginity to is actually got 2 kids. One on the way right now. That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Because I just damn well know that bitch wasn't taking care of herself more than a year before she had her fucking kids. So, like, I'm not saying anything bad, but she probably neglects her child a little bit. So, I don't, you know, it's like when people get married at this age, you know? Like, do you really not think you're gonna meet someone interesting within the next, like, 10 years? Really? Do you want to tie this down now? Your girlfriend that you've broken up with 8 times since high school?
That's definitely very different.
Like, I've seen it too much to be like, you know what? Yeah, children. That's totally in the playbook here. I'm way too cynical for someone whose parents are still actively together. Like, I'm like, all my friends. They're like, oh yeah, my parents are divorced. Oh, my dad's dead. Like this, that, or the other thing. And I'm just like, yeah, my parents are happily together, but I don't believe in marriage.
And they're all just like, oh, let's get married. You're like, nah.
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 I mean, for tax reasons, sure.
Goodness.
But otherwise, nah.
Nah.
My brain hurts from working on these batteries. I'm gonna go for a run and see if I can find something. Really, the hardest part of this game at this point now is just actively how large some of these factory circuits get set up just for like one machine.
I don't know what you're talking about.
It's making my game harder to be motivated to power through some of that, because like, some of that is a lot just for like, oh yeah, now we're making 3.5 of this per hour, like, get the fuck out of here. I'm not doing all of that. I'm going for a run and I'm getting overclocks and Mercer spheres and fucking over.
Yeah, you do whatever you want.
I'm gonna go over there.
Go explore the dark regions.
I'm gonna go to the desert.
The big bad desert. That should be enough material or quick wire. Those AI limiters. That should be piece number 3 for supercomputer. And the last being, I need 7.5 computers a minute. Piece of cake.
I think just another gripe to circle back to the MCU. I think another gripe that I have with it is just the fact that none of the movies are anything more than just kind of fun. Like, I think that they maybe made like 1 or 2 cinematic masterpieces over the course of the MCU, mostly probably being Endgame, if anything.
Yeah, Endgame was a lot of fun.
Like, that was really cool, and like it was a big Disney crossover episode, but it got old real fucking quick. Like, that's how like, I'm not trying to have every fucking movie be like the Endgame. It makes it less special now.
Right.
Like, now that there's every team-up movie imaginable, and like, it kind of makes all of it just lesser in a way.
Yeah, I got my hopes up for Doomsday. That's the one I think that's the next one that I'm really excited for.
Avengers Doomsday, is that what that one is? And what's that one supposed to be about?
It's Doctor Doom.
Yeah, that shit, sure. Awesome. RDJ,
the Doctor Dooms in the past I have not liked, so I'm really hoping this Doctor Doom is something really special, especially since, like you said, they have RDJ for it, so...
Yeah, that doesn't really make me excited for the movie to see that they've recast Iron Man. Like, you know what I mean? Like, there is so many people that could have been, like, Victor Von Doom.
I think there's been some speculation that they're wanting to make it a variant of Tony Stark, where he ends up being Victor Von Doom instead, somehow.
Yeah, like, I definitely see them, like, looping back to the idea that, like, hey man, you know what, it's RDJ. But, like, you know how many other actors could have actually just done Victor Von Doom, like, really well? Like, unprecedented, that aren't already in the MCU, and they're like, oh yeah, you know what, run it the fuck back with my boy RDJ. Like, that's crazy, dude. Like,
it was an interesting announcement.
You never recast Iron Man, but now you're like, oh, you know what, we're gonna recast the Iron Man into a different character. Like, that's crazy to me. Like, I'm actively bitching about how there's been, like, 3 Supermans and 9 Batmans. There's been 1 Iron Man, and you know what? He's gonna play 2 fucking characters in the MCU.
Where's my second Iron Man?
Like, eat shit. That's so stupid. Like, I saw that, and I was like, It feels like it should be satire, but they're being unironic. You know what I mean? Like some of these announcements, it's like, oh yeah, we brought out RTJ, he's gonna be a new Victor Von. Just kidding, just kidding. Actually, it's gonna be this guy. Like that's what I'm expecting. And they're like, no, actually, we're doing this. We snapped him out of existence just to recast him as a different character that's been played by 2 other guys.
Like I said, to be fair, I didn't really like those other versions. So. Not that it was the actor's fault, but the character they made was hip tooey.
And that's valid too, right? Like not liking that's also what I hate about the fraternity of actors bullshit that's attached to that though. Is like as soon as the masses don't like one of them, they're like, oh, just recast him. Let's have a 10th Joker. Because Heath Ledger wasn't good enough. Oh wait, he's dead. Cast Jared Leto. Like, get the fuck out of here. I just can't. I'm so over it, and I don't even actively watch it.
Yeah.
It just could be so much better, but they just don't want to do the work to make it so much better.
Well, they want the money.
Literally. Literally. I'm putting a hard drive in the dimensional thing.
Okay. Well, you can just put in the MAM. Or make a MAM and do that way.
That's a good point, but it's already in the bin, so I'm fucking...
You can take it out of the dimension and put it in the
well, I'll do that later. I'm gonna find another one first, and then I'll do it. Don't have room for nothing. Put some wire in there. I don't need all this wire.
11.25, not 10.25.
There's a blue slug on a tree here, and it won't let me pick it up. Okay, that's not enough space. Not enough space. I did. I threw a fucking pulsed obelisk at it.
Ah,
and
yes.
It just started hovering, so I grabbed it after.
You successfully cut down the tree.
Well, I'm not carrying the chainsaw anymore when I have a fucking C4 detonator.
I got nukes for days.
That would just be silly.
Ain't wasting what I got.
Chainsaw, more like explosions. Imminent. Oh, eat. Do not die. What the flip? Wait, why am I, oh, that's uranium. That's a big uranium chunk.
Oh, you didn't take make a hazmat suit yet? We have those now.
No, I did not. I was gonna wait until, like, I needed to bring back the spicy rocks. You know, we're only a couple out of that,
Well, nuclear power is next.
Why is there always one of these spark drives things in your most irritating shit possible? What is this? Seth, do we have heat sinks?
I mean, they'll be in a dimension, yes. But we have,
hell yeah, okay.
but we
so
haven't had the ability to make them yet.
Okay, well, I need 17 to open this hard drive soon.
Oh. I mean, we might have that many. I guess you can see what we have to do. What was it even?
I didn't have room, so I dropped it on the ground, and now it's phased out of existence. I just lost a hard drive. This game's fucking awesome, by the way.
Sure it's not on top by chance in the container? Usually they would go up.
Oh yeah, it's in the sky there. Okay, I got it.
Okay.
It's just floating above it. I don't know. I was expecting it to be on the ground.
That's silly. Why would you think that?
I actually love how much verticality I'm getting off of these, this jetpack. It's just like actively tapping it gently. And I have such a low actuation point on my keys that like I just literally rub the spacebar left and right. I'm just going super high.
Just eating as nature intended you to.
Actually, insanity. Alright. You crystal oscillators.
There's that.
Heavy modular frames.
24.75 copper sheets.
Limited destruction of fixed property. More like feck off.
Yeah, you tell them.
Hard drive. Yeah, I found 3 so far. What's this? Bauxite pure.
Okay.
We need pure bauxite.
Probably in the future.
Was found another.
Because I'm sure we'll need more aluminum-based stuff.
What's this? It's purple. Impure sample. No. Shit! Sumer sloop. Sumer sloop.
Sumer.
I'm so feckin' excited for this new episode, man.
Well, that's good.
You should give From a go, dude. Did you ever watch Lost?
No, I did not.
Why not? You're a fan of Plane Crash?
I don't know, I didn't. I just didn't.
Have you ever given it a chance, or just kind of...
No, I just never tried. I don't know. I just never got, like, there's something that I just never got around to.
That's fair, dude. My old man and his friends, when I was a kid, used to all hang out at, like, my Uncle Randy's place was just my old man's friend. And they would literally watch Lost weekly when it came out. New episode would come out, they'd all hang out together, drink beers, and fucking watch Lost. My dad, me, after I watched Lost, he spent like a good, like 2-3 hours after every episode just talking about the episode with me. Like what it was like to watch it as it was coming out. Made it seem really, really fun. And like, the show itself, pretty solid, but it's fucking confusing. Like, the show starts off, right, with a plane crash, but, like, within the first episode, they're on a tropical island and they see a polar bear.
Of course.
As you do.
Yeah. I see them all the time.
What is this? Nitrogen gas? Some... I got 2 pure nitrogen gas things over here. Should I mark this?
I think we'll need that soon. I think.
There's 2 normal, 3 pure, and 2 impure. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 nodes here.
Oh yeah, because I think those need a pressurizer in the middle, and then all those little jut outs at the end are all a node that you can have.
It's already been marked. You've already marked. Someone's already marked it. And
That's
there's iron ore over here as well.
Plastic. Modular frames.
From is really good. It's made by the producers of Lost, and like a couple of the people who are in Lost are starring in it. And like, it's so freaky and weird, man. Like, the whole premise of it, small spoiler for episode 1, by the way. Basically, like, imagine like a globe, right? And me and you are going on a fucking old camping trip in the RV. And as we're driving, we go through a sketchy little reservation town that's very run down, and you kind of tell, like, you know, it's not very well taken care for and whatever. It's fucking kind of gross, and buildings are old as fuck, and there's a bunch of, like, destroyed vehicles and shit. Drive through, think nothing of it. And as we're driving, for about another 15 minutes, we come up to the same little turn that we initially burned off on to go into this little res town. We're basically back where we started. Nice. Before all of this happens, though, we have like a weird moment where we're wandering about, and like fucking next thing that happens, we're driving, go around a corner, there's a tree down in the middle of the road. And we go up to it, look, and we're like, oh, can we, you know, maybe push the tree out of the way? Nah. As soon as we get close to the tree, we notice a fuckload of crows. Just, like, acting weird as fuck. Like, weird. They're, just, like, it seems like they are coming to murder us.
Oh, those are good.
So we decide to get back in the van, turn around, keep going. And then when we turn around, go back, we go through this rest town, think nothing of it, go through it again. And then when we come back, do a whole fucking lap, basically, and then decide, oh yeah, let's pull over, ask what the fuck's going on. Pull over, and then they're like, oh yeah, man, just keep going, you'll find the highway. We go back onto the highway, and as we're driving, same little turn off. End up at that same little shitty res town. And at that little res town, after we get out and we're like, okay, what the fuck is going on? What kind of trick is this? They're like, no trick. And actually, at night, when sun goes down, there's going to be a bunch of monsters that come out that look like people, but they're not people. They will actively hunt and kill you.
Well, that's fine.
The only way to save yourself is by staying inside closed doors with these little talismans that were found in the bush. And then it goes basically from that it's basically just a bunch of these people that are like actively trapped in like this impossible pocket dimension or place or new existence of being, or we're not really sure.
Sure. Yeah.
And we get a perspective of a family that quite literally happens to. Like, they're driving, they're enjoying their time going on a road trip together, and then, you know,
Boom.
Scary tree.
Yeah.
See the big scary tree, turn around, go through scary town. And they're lucky enough to have shown up during the day when there aren't monsters at night, and people can actively tell them, hey man, it's gonna get fucked real quick. They show up at night, you know. And we get to see all these monsters, and they're like super hella creepy, and it's all shot in Canada.
Of course, yeah. Where the creepy
Canada,
scenes are.
Canada is cheap as hell, and it's quite literally shot on a reservation. So like they just need to talk to like a specific tribal chief and whatnot, and the next thing you know, you have permission to shoot on these things.
Easy. Yeah.
It's really, really good. I made Tran watch it. We watched it all in like 2 days. Repairs needed. I don't have power out here. What makes you think I'm running power when I'm walking around?
Well, you can just make biomass burners, put some leaves in them, and then go from there. That's what I do.
Pretty smart. Putting the Mercer spheres and the summer sloops and all of the slugs in. Some high-speed connectors. Silica. Yeah, I'm now back on the normal fuel, and this shit sucks. There's like a bunch of swamp over here. Why does everything in the swamp hate me?
Swamp sucks.
It does.
I found... So do you remember the poison cleaner at all?
Yeah.
I thought I did too.
Did you die?
No, I didn't. But I about did. That thing... it definitely... They scaled up its model size. There's no way. It was huge. And it was terrifying. Just be aware of that. You've been warned.
I'm being careful.
Like, if you got a gun, just shoot it, but, you know. I'm sure you didn't build a gun.
I have the rebar one still, but I have not set up the rifle.
Yeah,
I grabbed rifle ammo and was like, there's rifle ammo in my inventory, and I was gonna build one, and then I just kind of was like, oh yeah, I'm making turbo fuel now.
I'm busy. I ain't got time for you.
I get sidetracked too easy, man. What's this? Crude oil? How come this one is untappable? Oh, it's because it's... Oh, wow.
Probably one of those pressure things that we need, like the nitrogen gas.
Yeah. Looking at it right now, trying to see how many of these nodes. They're all just impure nodes.
Unfortunately.
Impure. 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 Literally fuck off and die. I don't hate you, Mr. Crude Oil. Why did you do that to me?
But we're not friends. We'll never be friends. This stupid crude oil.
I found so many of these crash sites with just already looted.
Alright.
If indeed, where is this? The edge of the world? Can you press M? Am I at the edge? Is there not more down to the bottom right?
Oh, there's definitely not. Now, if you see that white line, that is the edge of the world. So you see that white line on the edge of the map?
Where's the desert then?
Desert's over in the top right.
I thought it was in the bottom right. I don't know why.
I don't know why.
I swore that's where our setup was in the first playthrough that I played.
Oh, here's a there's a crash site that you well, I guess you can't get, but it has not been looted yet. It just needs a superposition oscillator. If you got one of those on hand, you know.
Oh yeah. Let me just get right to that.
Yeah. Yeah, that was quite a find. Cable, gosh. Cable. Blah, blah, blah.
Let me grab this last slug, and I think I'm gonna have to go call Mr. Brandon Tran. Wish him a happy birthday.
Mr. Wayne.
Did you wish Mr. Brandon Tran a happy
I gave him some spankings.
There you go. Birthday bumps can't go wrong. Oh, there's a summer sleeping. That too. Oh, I hate you, Mr. Spider-Man. Please leave me alone. Why did you jump all the way up here?
Dude's crazy.
These alpha spiders are actually fucked in the head.
Oh, yeah, they're nuts.
How are you gonna jump that far? And not try up from the end? Like, what the fuck? Oh! Seth, I really wish you could have seen what I just saw.
Yeah.
I kited him up onto like a cliff, and I jumped from one cliff to like another little pillar off like in the distance, and he followed me off the cliff, like, and just flew past all of it into his death.
Yeah, they're nuts. They want it. They want it very bad.
bro literally just committed suicide off the fucking Grand Central Station. Like,
Just to try
Was
and give you a
the-
love tap, yeah.
no, literally just to give, just like, oh, I'm hungry, better kill myself to try to get this pioneer.
He's no longer hungry.
Yeah, good point.
Who's the real loser here?
Yeah. Let me get this last Mercer Spear.
Yeah.
This is such an issue, man. I keep seeing stuff in the distance. I'm like, oh, I better grab that. No, I'm gonna grab that one real quick. Oh, look, there's another crash landing site over there. Better go over there and check it out.
Too many things to look at and do.
Much room for activity.
We love activities for all our friends that are going to be here.
Where's that gold one? There's so many slugs that I found for how little we have actually overclocked stuff. It's kind of crazy.
There's so many slugs in this world, yeah. Because I mostly only overclock the miners, because those are the things that we don't have an infinite amount of possibilities of making. So it's usually what I'm overclocking. Nothing else, really.
I haven't been overclocking fucking anything.
I'll probably summer sleep the supercomputers, though.
I've been too brain powered to think. Oh, you know what? I gotta. Alright, I'm getting this blue slug and this last crash site, and then I'm actually gonna bounce. Oh no. I'm so ready for this episode, man. I waited like a year and some change for season 3, and it was so good. Ah, I'm so excited.
Hey.
It's so fucking good, or it's gonna be mediocre, and I'm gonna have to wait another week for another episode to be good, but it doesn't matter. I'd rather be waiting for the episodes than waiting a year for the new season. Where was that? I was running too scared to hit him. Oh! No! No! I died to fall damage. My first death. Okay. Well, with that, I'm gonna bid you adieu. Game's telling me to stop, so.
Yeah.
GG's. I will be around tomorrow.
Okay.
Going to go. All the boys. Toodles, good night, goodbye.
Good night. I'll keep y'all on so y'all can at least watch me finish the supercomputers. I know y'all don't want to miss that. It's too cool to miss. There's just the 2 smelters. Are you not overclocked? Not. Well, let's fix that. It's needing a lot of copper. That's better. There shall be no shortage of copper. Yeah. Split that up. Yeah, just like that. Just like I drew it up. Should know I'm here. Yeah. Well, there sure is. That's how I'll get it. Put that one. That. Go in here. Copper. And that. Go here. Split it up. And that'll be making enough cable for all of you. Magically. Now we just need enough reinforced iron plates, which is 7.5. Basically 9.5 reinforced iron plates. Oh. This one makes enough. March day 2 of these. But less screws, yeah. That's not that bad. Just 5. So we're making 10, but we only need 9.5 ish. That's fine. Let's go about the iron area and do that. Which I'm guessing is this stuff. This stuff over here. Dirty. Just a regular reinforced iron plate. Huge speed mark 3 for me. Alright, so y'all just need 60 iron plates. Dirty day. Do we get anything for those? I don't think so. No, nothing I can use. Fine, whatever. Three of yous. Natural 60. Perfecto! And then we just need smelters for all of you. Boing, boing, boing. Yeah, boing. 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 And just a couple splitters. Alright, now take care of the iron plates. Now we just need 120 screws. Which is just, 50. 100, yeah, blah, blah, blah. Then 25, 30. 30 iron. Well, that's just perfect. That's just perfect. This conveniently makes 30. It's kind of crazy, actually. So happy I found this recipe. Do-da, do-da. Do-da-dee-da-dee. Alright, so you're roughing get screws. Bling bling. Lucky you. This is a merger. Okie dokie. Alright, now. That should do it. These are for computers, yeah. Finally laid over here. Which I want. Put some scoops in. Screw that. We don't need a lot of them. Don't need a lot of them. They're spending the man. He didn't. Oh no, he didn't. Master sphere. Hard drives. Sleep. End up purchase spheres to upgrade a thing, but I'll wait for me. So you can make it smaller based off of that. Interesting. Interesting. So it's like, oh, 1.25 times. Times 4 times. Interesting. Wait, so how does it even do like? So 1.25. Now it makes 2 instead. Yeah, plenty. Try does a 1.88. Anyway, let's get this connected. And to my blessed increase. Happy Felipe Day! Don't forget. Get your official signed Felipe glove. I don't know, there's no merge, so. That. Radio control units are already backing up. That's good news, bears. Oh, there he is. There's a supercomputer. Just one though. There's just one. Isn't there supposed to be 2 of you? is still not getting 4 computers in me? Okay, now they're all going. It's not good. So it just took a minute for the crystal oscillators to go. Now they all have money. Taking some time. Okay. So that works now. That's cool. See how the batteries are doing. I'm saying that he finished this. La 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 la. Okay. So it doesn't have an output. I mean, it's right. But it's not like being transported or cannot unload. It's full of sulfur. This isn't working anymore. Like that. Canisters. Full of heavy oil residue. Because this is full of code. Just gonna go into that. What do you got, Dory? Silica? No, that's okay. Still making code. 120 per freaking minute. I don't think these did that much. No, they did 22.5. Arrays. Which that should make our plastic back on, which then should give us our canisters we're missing to make more of the turbo fuel, which isn't even getting picked up. Dropping the turbo fuel off at the other station, aren't you? Well, that's not what we want. See ya. Okay, well, where are batteries? I have no idea. Was that it over there? No, that's what it was. No idea. Let's make it back. Well, I thought it was over here. So now, how do we get the turbo fuel? For now, it's just going back to the other drone area. Can I even have it transport the turbo fuel just directly to the base? That would be an easy solution that I would expect to not happen. Maybe it can. I don't know. Let's see. Bring it all back. Well, this goes to Oil Me Up. Oil Me Up goes to Felipe's Paradise. It's money goes to Oil Me Up. That's good. Now just start moving that up. Where are you at? It's over there. Just which means there's probably a lot of turbo fuel at some speed. Whatever. It's not powered. Why didn't you tell me? It's not powered. Alright, now I should be trying to unload sulfur. Where's about to go up? Now it's the sin. It's producing so much turbo fuel, is also not getting any answers. There. I have a feeling it's gonna run. It's still ascending. There it goes. Oh, it's definitely. Well, and it still is decent. Don't forget about that, me. Thanks, me. You miss me. I know me. That's not bad. How'd you make this thing? You're going the wrong direction. It's like target something smelly. That wasn't something smelly. There's like refueling over there or something. I don't know. It's gonna have something positive. Let's see if it comes back. It should. Yep, it was. So is it gonna go to Felipe's Paradise or something smelly now? So you come back to Felipe's Paradise. Hi, factory card. How could you get over there? There's a drone. So I'm starting to think drones can only go one way in minute. So even though your target's something smelly, the drone was made over there, which is told to go here to Felipe's Paradise. I'm pretty sure that's what you're insinuating here. So I just gotta make another drone. Fine. Come on. Why do these things need portable miners? That's so obnoxious. Like they're not hard to make, it's just like, come on, man. How does even do if you don't even done it? I need fuel the dingus. Who ideally should still fuel up over blow me up. Let's see, where is turbo fuel? It's here, right? Yes, it is. Some extras for me. But I haven't tried this whole jetpack thing. That little one's gonna pop out. Put that there. There's a place to even can. Put in the jetpack. You get a lot of upward. You go up. You definitely go up. Goodness. Anyway. Alright, let's go put a drone down at It's not stinky. I think I'm understanding how drones work now. Sorry this episode's gone on for so long. I didn't be doing all this after, but you know me. It's gotta get done. So just give me an extra. Maybe you'll like that. You like extra long episodes because I ain't splitting this up. This is all about supercomputers and superhero talk, Felipe, and you know all the good stuff. So yeah, you get over 2.5 hours. Your lucky day. How about that? There's your people. Well, it's a lot lower than I remember. There's your fuel, I guess, though. Well, if it gets full, hopefully it doesn't. I mean, it's gonna pick up the. Just to make sure. There's no problem with the incoming. So much sink. Drones on Felipe's paradise. The other drones are here. Probably not able to get all the sulfur out. Different problem or different day. Interesting that it has to unload everything. It's very interesting. Well, in all that time goofing around, did we get these supercomputers at least? Yeah, we actually did. That's decently quick. I don't know why I didn't turn my torque up. That light thing, I guess. I don't know. We'll need some in the future, but not too terribly close. We got plenty of nuclear, so I probably won't leave it on. Plus we got all this to work on. That'll be exciting. I probably won't do that. But I won't launch it yet. Not yet. Yeah, okay. What do I do with Oh man, we don't have command switches. I think we're just about to get those. The turbo rifle ammo. Yeah, this is all different problems, different days. Alright. Well, until next time. I don't have an outro. That is your outro. Tough luck.